And I'm Adam Hayward, linebacker at Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and you're watching Class Act Sports.
This is Victor Green. You're watching Class Act Sports. We're here joined by Tampa Bay linebacker Adam Hayward. Thanks for joining us, man. How you
no
doing?
problem. I'm great. Just finished up with practice, so felt good.
You're playing Sam, Will, and Mike.
Yep.
You got your first sack.
Yeah, I did. First sack. Yep. It was nice.
I mean, talk about that.
It was a great feeling just to kind of go out there and move. Be at one position, then the next week, all over the place, and then kind of got into that same position, because Quincy got hurt. But I was able to go in there and just, defense didn't miss a heartbeat. So it was kind of a great feeling. Just know I can go in there and they all kind of trusted me. And I was flying around making plays and, they're excited to see me do it. So it's a great feeling. And, man, who knows, maybe it's going to help my contract year,
Right. Well, that's definitely not going to hurt it.
Yeah.
But Adam was a 6th-round draft pick here by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But you didn't start off as a linebacker. You actually in college was a safety.
Yeah.
I mean, how was that transition for you?
Honestly, it was tough. Sometimes I say I wish I could go back and change it because I never was a safety. But God blessed me with the ability and with the opportunities I have now, so I can't really change anything and say I'll go back. But it was different playing safety. Growing up playing linebacker, and the next thing you know, I spent most of my time backpedaling. It was a very, very different transition. But after time, I kind of was getting it. But, like I said, I was there for a while and just ran into some problems.
All right, well, let's talk about that. You had some adversity at Colorado State. You had to sit out a year, after going there. I mean, how hard was that to come back, as a young kid, 17, 18 years old at the time? That must have been difficult for you.
It was because, I was finally getting into the groove of things, and I had lost my mother to breast cancer, and so as she was battling that, I was kind of going back and forth between, trying to play football and trying to be with the team and at school to being with my family where my priorities were, and it was hard. So I kind of just lost, when she passed away, I just kind of lost all hope for everything, and I was like, well, why am I playing this game? Because she was my #1 fan. I really was just playing, having fun, and just it was something to bring my family together. I took a year off, didn't know what I was going to do with life. I just kind of was just there, lost kind of the meaning of life. But after a while, I really just sitting down, I kind of just realized, like I said, she was my #1 fan, so why not keep playing, and why not, when I play, honor her? And so I just decided to get back into football, and I talked to Colorado State, and a lot of people know college gets into that politics thing,
right.
So they kind of were going their way. Started moving in the direction they wanted to go into, and I didn't fit that picture, so I asked them to help me transfer out. Then they knew some people at Portland State, where I transferred to, 1AA, so I could play right away, and I went there, and just had fun, just played like I had nothing. I had nothing to lose in my mind, so I went out there and just played, and kept getting better and better. Got back into the feel of the football thing again, and I got drafted, like you said, 6th round, so it was just awesome.
Are you at the point where you're loving the game again, and it's almost come second nature to you at this point?
It definitely is. There was a time where it was kind of hard just going through it because, when you aren't that guy, you go from being that guy to, now you're a special teams guy and you're not really the main focus. It's kind of hard. It's a hard transition. And, it was tough, and I knew that special teams was what I had to do. So I've been doing that and doing special teams and just, really, I've been getting into just, my belief, my faith, and being such a strong follower of Christ. I kind of, it's not about me anymore, and it's exciting. It makes the game so much fun, more fun when I just know there's another purpose I'm playing for. So now I just have fun doing it. I'm like, it's not my worth, At the end of the day, there's more to life than just football. So it makes it that much more fun. I'm flying around having fun.
Well, you're definitely flying around on the football field, and now you're taking up another sport, MMA. Is that something that's helping you be a better football player, or is that something you want to pursue after this game is over?
A little bit of both, actually. I love doing it during the off season, and I have a trainer out here. I go to It's right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's Grace Tampa. Gracie, the gym out there. Matt Arroyo, I should say his name is. He was on the UFC, I think season 5, and he was my coach. So I met him through some like RC fights, and I was like, man, that'd be a good idea to kind of work on, my conditioning and hand-eye coordination. And he was like, yeah, definitely come out. We have a couple football players that do it, and yeah, I mean, I loved it. It's definitely different kind of in shape. I mean, you go from 1 minute we spend 30 minutes rolling around on the ground, in wrestling, to standing up fighting, to working on different moves, and it's like, man, it's a great exercise.
Right. Is this something you want to do? Tahati Jones, I mean, he traveled the world with this show that he was doing, fighting in different countries. Is that something you're interested in?
Definitely. I talk about that a lot with Matt, and just kind of getting after it, because he said just naturally have a great ability at it and have the mindset for it. So, it's something. Sometimes I go and help the heavyweights because I'm a bigger guy. Right. And I mean, when I'm done.
You was a part of 3-13. Obviously, that was a miserable year for you, for the whole team. This year, how much fun is the team having, being 7-4 at this point of the season?
It's awesome because like you said, 3-13. I mean, that's ugly. We went through so much in that whole season, between different offensive coordinators, different defensive coordinators, a new head coach, different players, and different schemes. We went through it all. What you're usually supposed to go through in the beginning of the year, when you go through like OTAs and mini camps. Right. We're going through that during the season. You can't win that way. But I mean, now we kind of got our defense in. Now we're able to tweak little things. Everybody's buying in and just having fun, just being young and reckless, and everybody gets to the ball and just has fun.